Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another deck guide for you, continuing to go through all the decks that I've loved in the last 6 months of Gwent, and this one is one of my favorite monster decks. Monster's kind of much maligned, you're seeing a lot of Consume, which is kind of broken, and you see a lot of Death Wish, which a lot of people think is actually not that great. I personally like Death Wish, but I really like this archetype of monsters. Relicts, using the crones, many different crones, not even just the 3 silver crones, but also 2 of the gold ones as well. And a lot of the strategy revolves all around these relics, especially the giant fiends and the ghouls that can make the best use of them later on. It is a fantastic deck and it has a lot of power late game and short rounds, while still providing you a lot of long round pressure through weather effects and the tempo that is accrued from playing stuff like Fog into Foglets, 13-point Fiends, etc. So let's quickly talk about this because I got a great highlight to show you. And I'm working on another video from yesterday's stream. Oh man, it's going to be called the Stomp compilation. We were just punishing greed all day long yesterday. But I really wanted to show you this highlight because this deck is one of my favorites. Now this is popularized by Red Rain. Also I want to give a note to my previous veterans list. That one was Nurgard's list, and Nurgard should get all the glory because he is one of the best vets players out there, and that deck was his blueprint as well. So I feel like in the previous veterans videos I may have mentioned that, but in my most recent one I did not. It was Nurgard, and this one is Red Rain, and Red Rain makes some pretty interesting decks, but this might be the one that I felt kind of clicked with me the most, kind of my mindset of playing. You play very aggressive, you look for opportunities to put on pressure, and then you just crush them at the end if you need to. That's what I love about this deck. I'm going to quickly go through it, and we're going to get into some gameplay for you, but we'll start off with Dagon. Dagon, the best leader for this because adding weather and pressure is great for long round, but there is a lot of Ida and there is a lot of Death Mold, so try to hold off on the second weather. I have found, unless you're almost convinced that there's not going to be a clear, because it just helps your long round to play Woodland Spirit to follow up. So you're going to get Woodland Spirit to follow up. Woodland Spirit, also being a relic, is powered up by the ultimate relic boosting card, and that is Weavis Incantation. The biggest part about playing this deck correctly is knowing when to play Weavis at the right time. It's really not that hard of a concept, but generally don't play Weavis and be underscore. If you start the match on blue coin, play Weavis every time if you can. You open with Weavis from hand, you play Weavis with Royal Decree. You are likely to get that, and that is the best time to play it. If you're on red coin, you want to at least be in a position where Weavis is not going to put you under when you play her, so you can continue the pressure that red coin can do. This can be done by playing Crones early. This can be done just by the power of Fiends and Cyclops, or some shutdown stuff with Mandrake. There are a lot, or maybe just the weather gets you there anyway. But if you're ever in a situation where if you have Royal Decree and you just need 6 points to get that yellow number and get ahead, use it. It's ultimately worth it, and it's really setting up the rest of your game so strong. With one cast of Weavis Incantations, you know, no renew tricks here, no renew gimmick here. You get the Crones coming in at, what is that, 26 points? Brewis goes up to 10, and then you got the 16 points, 26 points in a single play. Also, the Brewis, Weavis, and Wispus silver cards, generally, you just get rid of them until you want to see them at the end of the game. You don't want to see them really at all. If you have to play them in the early round, I mean, it's not as good, but it actually can help you take the round. So it does have its perks there, but really, having these late is really the stomping that you need, because on top of the Crones, which late game, like I said, is a 26-point play, you also have some pretty big plays in Toad Prince, eating a Fiend or a Cyclops, bare minimum 17 points, and a card draw on top of that, a fantastic card. And you also have 13-point Fiends, should you actually get Weavis Incantation off. And you also then, in that case, have 17-point ghouls. These are nasty cards. The ghouls are absolutely gross. Even if you don't hit the 13-point Fiend, you're likely hitting an 11-point Cyclops, possibly a 10-point Brewis. You have lots to work with, and you can make the ghouls work for you early because Cyclops is putting stuff in the graveyard. Now, there's a couple of things in this deck that you are very, very susceptible to, and that's boost resets. So some Northern Realm stuff with Witch Hunters kind of hurts. But really, it's about managing your resources in the rounds that you're given. Don't give your opponent too much stuff to mess with in round 3 if you know it's going to cost you the game. That's why this deck is so good. It's got a great short round. You're dropping 17-point ghouls. You're dropping 26-point crones. If those are the only 2 cards you have in your hand, it's going to take a hell of a lot for your opponent to overtake that, especially if you've messed with their strategy with Mandrake, or you've done something else with Cockatrice to just really throw off their game completely. Slizzard helps you get through your deck a little bit better, and Recon helps you find the Fiends when you need them, or the Ghouls when you need them later. It just all kind of comes together. Check out the gameplay. Thanks to Red Rain for putting together such a great list. I know he got GM in one of these seasons in this pre-homecoming waiting phase. He got GM maybe even twice with this deck. He plays a lot of different wild decks. Red Rain is the kind of guy that can take a pretty weird thing and make it really, really good. And this is borderline, but when I saw it, I knew it was strong. I knew this was going to be one of my favorite Monsters decks. And, you know, we haven't played Eridan's Endless Fleet yet because I really can't wrap my head around playing Sabbath. And I don't even know if I'll even put Sabbath in the deck, which is crazy because he's a great Wild Hunt unit. And of course I'm going to play it in Eridan's Wildest Fleet, but I just don't want to play Sabbath. But maybe that's the only way that deck is competitive, and I have to just kind of swallow my pride and give it a shot. But until then, this is my go-to monster deck. It's Red Rain's Relics. Check out the gameplay. Thanks so much. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Every little bit helps the channel. Always happy to have your support, my friends. I'll see you next time. Love killing Sabbath. Every day. Every day.
I forgive you.
This time.
This time.
Close game. Close game. As it is. Well, this is good. Too scared to mulligan again? Well, I don't care if I get a Chrono in my hand, I guess, but I just want something a bit better for Toad. Every single game, I get both my spells in my hand for Whispus. Every game. Like this card and Natalis and Vesemir, like I just can't stand these cards. It just makes me so mad. So mad. I'm always having to fix for this. It's never the silver triples. It's always the gold tutor that gives me grief. Thronebreaker has changed a lot since we first announced the project. We decided to make it a standalone because of what it offers: single-player story-driven RPG utilizing card battle mechanics. At the same time, we deeply believe in Homecoming and we're not planning to abandon Gwent. Yeah, why would you think that? If anything, you'd see it as very important to not abandon Gwent. Wait, is this the doomed one? Soldiers, Vanamar is the only thing, right?
Of course, as you wish, master.
Is this the doomed one? No, this is doomed here. I mean, I could use the Toad to eat the Cyclops and then Slizzard out of Cyclops and then that way. I don't want to draw a card, though, do I? Do I? I have mixed feelings about that play. Mixed feelings. I should change my title. Yes, I did. Yes, I should. I should indeed. Because this is not Thronebreaker Vids.
That was not in the spell books.
I don't know what to call it. I'm just calling it a Thursday Gwent, because that's what it is. Do we think he's running... Wait, what happened with this? What happened here? Did he... Is this dead? Did he play nothing with this? Okay, anyway. I don't know, this is kind of tough. Like, Vanamar shows up right away, right? Vanamar just shows up, like, right here. Or he passes. I don't think you pass when you have, like, no ways to use your, Oh, he confirmed choice. That's what happened. Oh, this is great, guys. We should be able to just work him in round 2, because he has nothing in the graveyard to play with. With the exception, of course, of that one infantry. I want to imagine his hand is just so bad. Got fiends in there. I'd like to see one. We could see Ghoul Cyclops, but that's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. You get a chance to pre-order Thronebreaker? Oh, nice! Yeah, I'm going to do that today, too. Easy. Easiest decision of my life, and I never pre-order, and I don't believe in pre-orders, and you shouldn't pre-order, and you don't have to pre-order this one, but I'm pre-ordering this one, because the game looks good, and Gwent is my thing. But don't pre-order things.
Here's our chance.
Well, I cockatrice this, right? A million times over? So it's not soldiers. It's actually alchemy. It's actually 11-point alchemy. What's up, Monkey Lane? Same situation, though. Still work him in round 2. Even more so now, I think. I think his hand's terrible, and he's going to forfeit soon. Pre-order bonuses. I don't know if it's a pre-order bonus, but I will say that... you do get stuff when you buy Thronebreaker. Like, you're going to get a bunch of avatars and kegs and stuff, but I don't think you get that by pre-ordering. I think you just get that by buying it. Could it be Mill? I mean, he does have a lot of cards in the deck, but I think that's just to power up his Viper Witchers. And he's kind of just... But he has... Oh, that's pretty strong. That hurts me, actually. That hurts me a little bit. I don't want to kill these, right? Don't want to give him any ointment. Amonthiel with the tier 1 sub 3 months in a row. Amonthiel 7, thanks so much. A little 07 to you as well. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks, guys. Guys, this has been a hell of a day already. And I feel like we've barely even been playing Gwent. It's all been hanging out, chilling. This is risky what I'm doing because I'm making it so my ghouls don't have very much to work with.
shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Well, I guess he's not going to be raising that slave infantry. So, like, the whole thing with slave infantry was just a debate, right? That wasn't real? This toad could be so bad, dude. Do I actually want to eat a ghoul in case I draw a crone? If I draw a fiend, it's amazing. The odds are not in my favor. Whatever, my ghouls suck anyway. My next 3 cards are bombs now. And we're playing them all. Lol, your K here is dead too? What a shame. What's up, Not Gaunt? Good to see you. Are you kidding me? I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
A word once given, we never break.
There's no safe place I can put this.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Show me dead K here and dead ointment of some... Well, dead K here and nothing can save him because he doesn't have the points. Pass? Are you kidding me? He clearly showed that he's got K here. And he just gave me a friggin' 13-point card right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to play it. What do you guys think? Wait. If it's a dead K here, he loses anyway.
I'm too old for this shit.
Should have played it. Now he can draw a cat here and beat me. I actually can lose this game now because of that. Should have stuck to my guts. Should have stuck to my guts. Extra card though, ain't bad. Fiend or Ghoul? Look at this deck. Look what I have here. Show me the card. Alright, we got him. We got him anyway. He had a lot of cards in his deck though, so the chance of him drawing Kai here is 26 points, no way he's making it. Yeah, there's no way.